Can Too Faced sponsor me? Like and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey boo, welcome to the gang. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing an everyday makeup look. This is personally my everyday makeup look. Well, not every day, but like when I want to do it, it's the makeup that I do. So I like a little drama to my makeup routine. So if you guys feel like it's a little dramatic, I do apologize. It's just personally what I like. I'm also going to be trying out this new Born This Way concealer that I brought on my Ulta haul. And if you guys hear background voices or background noise, it's because my dad has company over, so that's what you will be hearing. And I'm repping my Aaliyah hoodie. Yes, boo, I love you. So I'm kind of just going to be like doing a tutorial, and then as soon as I get to the part where I will be using the concealer, I'll come back and let you guys know how I feel about it. Okay, babe, so we're just starting with my brows, and I'm taking a spoolie and brushing them upwards and then in the direction that it's going. And I'm taking this Covergirl's brow pencil in the shade dark brown, and I'm drawing a light line under my brows. I'm carving them out, and you want to use a light hand with this stuff just so it won't look too dark and start to look like weird. But if you like darker brows, go for it, girl. You can use a heavier hand if you want. When I fill in my brows, I like to start at the tail and then work my way towards the front of my brows, but you want to use a light hand when you get towards the front just because you don't want it to look too dark and boxy looking. You will see it, so I'm just warning you guys now. Just have a light hand, be calm. Okay guys, I didn't realize how quick I was going to actually get into using this because I forgot I wanted to use this. I don't usually use this concealer under my brows, but I do want to try it out under my brows just to see how it's going to look. And I also will be putting this concealer on my face. So this retails for about $29. This is from Too Faced, and the good thing about this concealer, I heard really good reviews about it. It's super coverage, so that's really good. If you are a full coverage sort of dramatic person, this is definitely for you. It's basically saying that this is hydrating, long wear, photo friendly, and non-comedogenic, whatever that is. It's infused with coconut water to replenish the skin and moisturize it. Alpine rose to brighten the skin's appearance and promote elasticity. It's basically saying it's fully loaded with pigments and provides maximum coverage. So we will see what this baby is about. And I got it in the bottle that looks like this, and I got the shade Warm Beige. And this is what it looks like as an applicator like this. And that's my dog huffing and puffing. So if y'all wonder like, what's that noise? That's her. So I'm just going to swatch it on the back of my hand. Oh my, I love the brush application. It's very smooth. I like the color. And I like my concealer to be a little lighter than the average concealer, only because I like my appearance to be a little more dramatic. So I try to go with colors that are a little lighter for my skin, just to give me that pop, you know? So I'm taking my favorite brush ever. This is Morphe's 432 brush. I use this to conceal and carve out my brows. This is perfect. So if you're new here, you'll know that this is my favorite brush. I'll be using this constantly. I just carve out my brows and then I swipe my concealer downward. That's very important, especially when you want to blend your concealer out. Make sure you blend your concealer down with the brush. So as you see, I'm carving and then I'm just swiping the concealer downward. And I just applied the rest of this concealer all over my eyelids just to brighten it up, and I'm using this Blending It brush from Ulta. This is my favorite brush to blend, okay? Okay guys, so I can tell you that it does dry really quickly, and the color looks like it's, I don't know if it's like changing, but I don't know if it like, does it match my skin? I guess it's okay, you know, because it is concealer. It's not like it's foundation or anything, but it does dry really quickly. It is very creamy. It's an easy blend as well, but it does dry. So as you can see, it's already like dry, so it may be a little harder for you to blend if you wait for it too long to dry, but if you like blend it while it's still wet, it will be an easy and smooth process. Just make sure that, you know, you kind of hurry up and blend with this stuff. I'm taking my MAC Cosmetics Strobe Cream and I prime my face with this stuff, and I like it just because it makes my foundation glow and look dewy, and you'll see how like it makes me shine and look all glowy and stuff. And I'm taking this color correcting palette by NYX, and I go in with this peach shade, and I'm using the Real Techniques contouring brush, and I apply this under my eyes, on my forehead, and my chin, basically all the areas that I will be highlighting. I like to correct it, and I also like to go over my acne so it won't be transparent when I do apply my foundation. So I'm taking my new Tarte Shape Tape Foundation in the shade Medium Tan Golden, and I'm using a Morphe Beauty Blender to apply my foundation. Yes, you heard me, a beauty blender. This is my new thing now. Like, I got put on by some girl at Ulta, and it's my new friend, so shout out to her. And also thanks to Morphe for this bomb beauty blender. And I also like to wet it just so it can give me a more full coverage look.
One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. 2 1 2 out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. 2 1 2.
And after you apply your liquid foundation, you do want to set it with a pressed powder that matches your foundation color. So that's why I'm using this powder from MAC. And I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush to apply it, and do not want my dough measure, so we're gonna ignore that. But always set your liquids with a powder. Okay, so now that I'm finished with my face and I just finished setting my foundation, I'm going to go in with this brush applicator, just because I feel like this is going to be the easiest, and I love applying it with this. It feels so smooth. Like, people that has this, they pretty much know what I'm talking about, but it's such a smooth application. Now I feel like, and it is full coverage as well. It kind of looks like, it still kind of looks dewy, even under my brows. It doesn't look like it dried matte or anything, it just looks dewy. So that's what I like about it, and I think that's where all the ingredients comes into play, because it is still dewy, and it like, it's kind of like that little, and I love dewy makeup, so I don't mind it at all. I'm just applying the rest of this concealer to my highlighting areas, so that's all I'm doing. And you guys already know I'm using my favorite beauty blender to blend out this concealer. Like, look at that coverage. I'm covering all my wholeness, all my problems, all the shit that my exes put me through. Get you one, girl. Aaliyah just replied to my YouTube comment, hey boo. So like I said, you always want to set your liquids with a powder. So I'm going in with this Saatchi's Buttercup setting powder in the shade Buttercup Light. And I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush to press it into my skin. I don't let the powder bake. I just press it right in to my highlight. And I also put this all over my eyelids so, you know, they won't get creasy. Okay guys, if you put a base on your eyelids, you definitely want to set it because I noticed that it's creasing. And even though I'm trying to bake it now, it's like no saving it. It's still kind of creasy. So I'm just warning you guys, make sure you set, okay? So anywhere that I use the concealer on my face, I will set with this setting powder. And I also set in the areas that I know that I get creasy in, like which is around my mouth. So now I'm taking this Skin Mineralizer by MAC and I'm just going over that powder. It's basically a finishing powder and it brightens up my skin a little bit. It just looks like, it just makes it look like bright skin. Like, I don't know. It makes a difference to me, but you don't have to buy this stuff. So now I'm taking this NYX Cosmetics Jumbo Pencil in the shade White and I'm applying this to my waterline and this just pops out my eyes. So if you have small eyes, this can actually really help you. But I have big eyes and I still want my eyes to be dramatic because, like, why not? So now I'm going to be lining my eyes with this NYX Cosmetics Matte Black Liner and it dries matte and I love that look. So I just start off with a thin line on my eyelids, and yes, you want to make it really, really thin, but you're going to also keep going back to make it thick as you want. And then I draw like a little thin line on the outside, and then I connect it. I make like a little triangle. I don't know how to, I hope you guys are visual learners because, like, how do I explain eyeliner? Okay guys, so don't drive yourself crazy trying to get your liner to match the other eye. They have to be like cousins, or what is it, sisters or something like that. They don't have to match perfectly because nobody's looking at that except for you. So don't drive yourself crazy like I did. And now I'm taking my mascara and I applied it on the top of my lashes. You can see I went back in with the liner and I'm taking this duo glue and applying it to my lashes. And these lashes are from Glaze Galore in the shade Baby Mama, sorry. And then while those are getting tacky, I just did the bottom of my lashes. And then I place them on my eyes with these tweezers. And these are tweezers that are used for nails, but they work just the same. And I have to look downward when applying my lashes, and I use a mirror so I could see what I'm doing. And then I squeeze them, my real lash and the fake lash, together to blend it. Just remember to let the glue on your lashes get tacky before applying. It's so much more easier. And I kind of didn't wait, so you could see like the white glue showing. After applying my lashes, I go back over the liner, but you want to be really careful with this because this is where I messed up at, y'all. These lashes were so dramatic to the point that I couldn't see what I was doing, so I made one eye look really thick. Now I'm going in with my black Radiance contour palette, and I use the middle shade, and I'm using a brush from Ulta. It's from It Brushes, and these brushes are really, really good to blend. So now I'm using this bronzer from Wet n Wild, and this is the shade 740 Ticket to Brazil. And this is just going to warm my face back up. I just applied this right over top of my contour. And to clean up the bronzer or contour, I used my Born This Way concealer, and I love the applicator brush to get up under there. As you can see, it was very easy for me, and it looks so creamy, y'all. Look at that, like, bomb. So I'm taking the Real Techniques buffing brush to blend out the concealer, and you want to brush downward. And I also like to blend the contour in the front of my face, or the front, so you could see it won't look so harsh like how it did. So brush downward so you won't mess it up. And I'm taking my Sigma blending brush. I'm not sure what this brush is because the number on the brush faded out, and I'm going back in my contour palette to contour my nose, and then I just blended it out with the buffing brush again. I don't know what happened to the clip where I highlighted my face, but I will leave everything down below so you can see, you know, what I highlighted my face with. And now I'm taking this lipstick from MAC Cosmetics, and this is the shade Myth, and I apply that all over my lips. And then I went in my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I think I used the shade 8 to line my lips with a brush, and then I blend it with my finger. And I just set my face with this NYX Cosmetics setting spray, and it makes my face look dewy. Okay guys, so I am finished with this look. I hope you guys like it. The only thing that I don't like is I got a little too happy with my eyeliner. I usually do a dramatic liner, but I got a little too excited. So one side definitely looks different than the other, but it's okay. I did put on my pink sister. And guess what, guys? This was synthetic hair, so it still looks cute. And I had this for a while now, and I had it stashed away somewhere, and I finally just put it on, so it looks really good, and I love it. This concealer is definitely going to be added in my everyday routine, just because I love how it makes my skin. So that is what I'm going to be using now. I know it's a little pricey, it's $29, but it's a good investment, you know, especially if it's yourself. If you do makeup on other people, I wouldn't suggest buying a whole bunch of these for other people, but it's definitely a good investment. I think if you like dramatic looking makeup, and my eyes need to chill, seriously. Okay, I just needed to treat myself, especially after what I'm going through currently. I'm going through a lot right now, and that I could talk about in another video, just because this video is already long, so I'm not even going to go there. But just know I am going through it. Sis is going through it, so sis needed to pamper herself. Sis needed to get that, okay? I would get you one. Can Too Faced sponsor me? Like... Treat yourself to this. Let me know how you guys like this look. I am wearing Aaliyah J sweatshirt, so I'm loving that. This did take a while to get to me, but it finally did come to me. I hope this wasn't behind me the whole video, because that would be annoying. It probably was. But yeah, guys, I'll have hair in my mouth. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can always be updated when I post. And if you guys notice my video is a little brighter, it's because I have 2 new soft lights, so that's cool. And thank you so much. Bye, guys.